Dispute Solver assists in resolving disputes in a fair and equitable way. We have limited the dispute claim to no more than the amount earned by the carrier. You can create a dispute by going to the Completed Loads page, and in the Loads details, there is a Disputes button. Clicking on that button will bring up the Dispute Center. Here you can file your dispute. In the Claim drop-down menu, you will find the list of claims that can be filed through the Dispute Solver. The claims that a shipper would most likely use are load was not picked up, load was picked up late, load was damaged, load was not delivered, and load was delivered late. The claims that a carrier would most likely use are load not ready, meaning that the truck arrived and had to wait for an inconsiderate amount of time for the shipper to prepare and load the truck. Load was canceled, TONU, meaning that after the truck was contracted, whether or not the truck had yet arrived at the pickup location, that load was canceled and the contract breached. Equipment changed. The post said certain equipment was needed but then was changed without informing the carrier, and the equipment damaged by shipper receiver, generally during the loading and unloading process. The claim amount needs to be equal to or less than the amount paid to the carrier. If the claim is more than the amount paid to the carrier, it needs to be sent to insurance, which can be done in multiple places in the Dispute Solver. Then type a description in the box of what happened and submit this dispute. The dispute chat will then appear. The dispute chat gives the shipper and the carrier the opportunity to communicate about the dispute and come to an agreement. The chat will be recorded and saved, so explicit language and defamation are strictly prohibited. If the shipper and carrier decide to settle for an amount less than or equal to the amount being paid to the carrier, then it can be resolved with Dispute Solver. If the amount is greater than the amount being paid to the carrier, the dispute can be elevated to an insurance claim, and all the load information from the site can be forwarded to the insurance company by either the carrier or the shipper. Small claims made against the shipper will be collected and paid to the carrier. We highly recommend that for all disputes that you begin using the Dispute Solver so that all communications can be recorded and saved for accountability, safety, and if sent to insurance, to provide insurance companies with as much information about the situation as is possible.